Hey guys, welcome back to the Kounde podcast. Welcome back to another video. And on today's video, guys, we're going to be looking at the words of Hansi Flick as Barcelona. They're going to be playing their first official match of the 2025-2026 season tomorrow against Mallorca away from home. And so we're going to be looking at those words, building up towards tomorrow's big game. And as well, talking about Jules Koundé as he has officially renewed with the club until 2030. Absolutely fantastic news. But before I get started on the video, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. And as well, the link to become a member is also posted down below. But guys, as always, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video and let's talk about Jules Koundé very briefly, guys, as he has officially renewed with the club again until 2030. This is absolutely fantastic as Barcelona, they're able to renew and keep one of the key pillars to our defense and key pillars of the team for another handful of years, another 5 years. This is absolutely fantastic. He was so good last season. Arguably the best right back in the world. And when you have a player of such quality, you want to keep him. And there was no drama, no holdups, no obstacles. Jules Koundé wanted to stay. Barcelona wanted for him to stay as well. Absolutely fantastic. And apparently his contract renewal will also help with the registration of new players. Now this is interesting. I wonder how, his wages are structured, how they're going to be paid. Is it he's going to be paid a lower salary, but there's going to be more in bonuses potentially. Let's see. But, regardless, absolutely fantastic news that Jules Koundé is going to be, staying at the club. And in regards to those registration guys, apparently Joan Laporta, he has spoken and I quote, he said, if Hansi Flick wants, Joan Garcia and Marcus Rashford can play tomorrow. Let's hope that's the case because as I'm recording the video right now, guys, neither of the two players have been registered, but let's see. But moving on now, guys, I want to be talking and look at the words from Hansi Flick as we build up towards tomorrow's match against Mallorca. First game of the new season. Super excited after what was, I would say, a long summer with no football being played. There was a Club World Cup, but Barcelona, they weren't involved in everything. So the Barcelona players, they had a nice little vacation. Hansi Flick, he talks, he speaks about actually those pending player registrations. He says, for me, it's a situation that doesn't make me too happy. I trust the club. We have to wait until tomorrow. Last season was already like this. We have to focus on what's in our hands. And he says it right there. I'm not too happy. And that's absolutely true. As a club, you do not want to be, relying on a last minute decision in order for your players to play. Marcus Rashford and Joan Garcia, neither of those two players know if they're 100% sure going to play in tomorrow's match. But, it's to be expected. Let's see what happens. Hansi Flick, he talks about Joan Garcia. And he says he's fantastic as a goalkeeper, tech as well. He supports all the players, and I'm happy with the situation I have in goal. And he continues on, talking about Ter Stegen, and he says the most important thing is that we talk together and that he can play again at the great level he has. He needs to recover and return. That's the most important thing, that he can help the team. We're on his side. And so these are very interesting words from Hansi Flick because he didn't, throw him under the bus. He says, hey, I don't count on him, nothing of the sort. I think right there, this is his way of being respectful and him not trying to stir any drama, say, hey, you know what, he's injured, let him recover. And then when he comes back, we know that he will help the team. But I think that's his way of just being supportive and respectful of Ter Stegen as the #1 captain. And then, as we do know, Barcelona ship him out because he's just not going to be playing. He's not going to be having minutes. Hansi Flick, he talks about Lamine. And he says the most important thing is that we win as a team. I'm very happy with what I see in training. He also presses very well. For me, that's the way forward. Goals aren't the most important thing, but the most important thing is that we win as a team. And this is so key. Lamine, he takes the praises, young best player in the world, best player in the world, arguably. But something that is important is that, we don't get, I would say, caught up too much on the hype and just focus on just the team in general. Because what made Barcelona so good last season was the unit. Yes, you had an outstanding Rafinha, an outstanding Lamine, an outstanding Pedri, but the team overall, guys, was absolutely fantastic. Apologies. Let me just drink some water. My throat is killing me right here. Apologies, guys. But moving on now, guys, and continuing on with Hansi Flick's press conference. He talks about his second season at Barcelona, and it says, "We'll see what happens in the second season. We're working very hard, and the quality in training is what I expect. The 3 titles are not the end. We have to keep progressing. We focus on winning every match. We have to win the way we train. This winning mentality is what I want. We're on the right path, and I want the hunger. I want the desire to win to still be there." Barcelona, we still haven't reached the pinnacle of football. We still haven't won the Champions League trophy. We haven't won everything there is, in the world of football. In last season, we didn't win everything. Barcelona, we didn't win the Champions League. We fell short. And so this season, I want us to overcome that step. I want us to go and actually win it. Hansi Flick, he talks about the potential La Liga match in Miami, and he says it's not confirmed yet. I don't want to think about something that isn't confirmed. I want to focus on each match. And I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about that match in Miami? Is Barcelona going to be playing in the States against Villarreal? Do you guys think that's a good idea, or are you guys against it? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Hansi Flick, he talks about the squad goals for the season. He says it's good to keep improving day by day, and I want to improve. That's the way I am. That's what you want to see. Hansi Flick, he talks about Marc Bernal. He says when he got injured, doctors told me he'll be out longer because of his age. It's his career, and he'll have 15 more years ahead of him. We have to prepare him for the next 15 years. If it's a few weeks more, it's fine. He's on the right path. We'll see him soon. In regards to Marc Bernal, things are actually very positive. He's training with the team, playing with the ball, and he's been involved. It's just that Barcelona, they want to be more conservative. They want him to have that full year of recovery and have more training sessions under his belt. So that way, when he actually is called upon, into that match day squad, he's going to have some level of rhythm and some level of momentum and not be, absolutely thrown back into the swing of things. I think it's a good idea. And as he said right here, he has 15 more years ahead of him. What's Barcelona waiting a couple more weeks? And in that regard, Barcelona are actually looking to bring him back after the September international break. So looking at October is when we could potentially be seen back wearing the Barcelona jersey. Hansi Flick continues to talk about the midfield, and he says, for a coach, it's a good thing. I have to talk with them, and I'm always open to communicating with them. I try to do it constantly. Not only in midfield, we have the squad well covered, and it's not easy to choose. The options that Hansi Flick has at his disposal is absolutely fantastic. You have your Fermin, you have your Dani Olmo, your Gavi, your Marc Asado, your Frankie de Jong, your Pedri. Barcelona, they're stacked in that midfield. He talks about what makes the squad more complete than last season. He says, we'll talk about the results at the end of the season. We have quality, and we'll see if we can win titles. He talks about last season's good start. He says, it's always good to start with 7 wins, but then we reached November, and things didn't go so well. We have conviction in our mission. Everyone has to have this winning mentality. He continues to talk about the objectives. And he says, for me, the most important thing is the progress we make. We have plenty of time to improve and learn. We're on the right path. It's a long road until the end of the season. And here is where Hansi Flick talks about the center back. He talks about Inigo Martinez's departure, and as well as whether a center back is needed. He says, no. To be honest, no. Gerard can also play in this position, and it's something I value a lot. Last season, he played fantastically, and this preseason, he's also done well as a center back. So I think right here, the goal is for Joffrey to replace Gerard Martin as that left back, as that backup left back, and for Gerard Martin to replace Inigo as that left-footed center back. Let's see if it works out. I trust Hansi Flick, and so, let's wish him all the very best. He continues to talk about Inigo Martinez. And he says, when we returned from South Korea, he was at the end of the flight, and I was very surprised when he told me, I'm not happy that he's leaving. He's a great player, has tremendous personality, and never asks for anything. He brings intensity, desire, strength. He was very important for the rest of the players. He followed our philosophy and was one of the team's leaders. He continues on and talking about Inigo, and he says, I have greatly valued having coached him. He has been exceptional as a player and as a person. I fully understand his decision and wish him the very best for the future. And guys, I've mentioned it time and time again. I'm absolutely gutted that Inigo Martinez has left. When you're looking at the words from Hansi Flick, looking at the words from the players, this is a leader, a pillar from the team that is leaving. And you wish he didn't have to leave, but completely understandable. And the last quotes, Hansi Flick talks about Fermin, and he says, Fermin last season was spectacular for him. We have quality players across many positions, and Dani Olmo can also play in this role. He's a fantastic player. The key is to manage it well so that every player feels important within the team, which is one of our main responsibilities as coaches. I'm really happy with him now. To be honest, during preseason, I wasn't so pleased, but over the past 2 weeks, he has improved significantly. On Sunday against Como, he showed just how good he is and how much energy he brings. It was great to see. Interesting how Hansi Flick, he wasn't really, content with Fermi during the preseason, but I'm glad that, he was able to turn around those negative sensations. And looking ahead towards tomorrow's match, guys, I'm super, super excited that Barcelona are back. I want to hear your guys' score predictions down below. How do you guys see Barcelona lining up? Do you guys think that Marcus Rashford and Joan Garcia are going to be able to play? If not, Szczesny and Ferran Torres, you're up. Let's see what you can do. And the last piece of news I did want to discuss with you guys today is in regards to Trincao, because Barcelona, they've put out an official statement stating that Barcelona, they've earned 11 million euros from selling the remaining 50% of Trincao's rights to Sporting. This is absolutely fantastic, as Barcelona are going to have that influx of cash, which will help Barcelona be able to register our players, help with FFP, and of course, boost the short-term cash flow. Absolutely fantastic. And hopefully with that, I don't know if it's going to be, the paperwork and everything is going to be put through and approved before tomorrow's match, but most likely that Barcelona, they're going to be reaching a point where it's not going to be an issue. Let's see. But guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts and score predictions down below. How do you guys think Barcelona are going to do in their first game of the new season? I see Barcelona winning. I'm going to go for a 3-0 result. Barcelona defeating Mallorca away from home. And as always, guys, thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.